Hello, welcome back to my channel. In this episode I'm going to be doing a tag. It's the BookTube Backstage tag, originally by Rainier Books. I saw it on BookTube with Simon and Amy, and they did such a fabulous job that I was inspired to immediately follow suit. So here we go, question number 1. What camera do you use for your videos? I actually use 3 cameras, 2 of these. This is a GoPro Hero 7. There's this one and the one that I'm currently filming on. These are very handy because they're pretty good quality. They're 4K, although I don't shoot in 4K. I don't use any of the sounds that these cameras record because it's very poor quality. So I always record my sound separately and then add that in the edit. In addition to my 2 GoPros, which I consider my main filming cameras because they're so convenient, I also have this. This is I can't even remember what it is, and I haven't got my monocle of magnificence with me, so I can't see what it is upside down. It's a Fuji Pix SL1000. This is an ancient camera, and although it looks like a DSLR, a proper camera, you can't actually remove the lens and change it for other lenses. You can't do any of that professional stuff that really makes for a good quality video. But it is a very nice camera. It certainly was in its day. I had a lot of fun with it as a stills camera. Took lots of wildlife pictures and that sort of thing. The main selling point of this camera is that it has a really good long lens. I don't know if you can see that. It's in layman's terms, it's a 50 times optical zoom, which means that you can shoot stuff from really, really far away and get a nice, crisp, close-up image of it. Oh, naked neighbours. Question number 2. Speaking about filming and being your own director, do you have a favourite film director? Over the years, I've had many. I was a film student. I studied film with the intention of becoming a professional filmmaker, and so I was taught to admire and respect the work of the classic directors like Alfred Hitchcock, Orson Welles, Nicholas Roeg, John Borman. I watched a lot of classic films, both British and American, and some Russian ones as well. Sergei Eisenstein did Battleship Potemkin. I studied a lot of films and a lot of filmmaking techniques and was taught to admire a great many directors. But the ones that I've loved the most are the ones that happened organically, the ones that I fell in love with just because I watched their films of my own accord and really, really liked them. And going back to the earliest days, Steven Spielberg. I know that's an obvious choice, but I grew up during Steven Spielberg's heyday in the 1980s when he was making really, really good films. So Steven Spielberg was really my idol, my childhood hero. I used to believe and certainly hope and wish that I would be the next Steven Spielberg. I watched all his films and I was a mega fan. And also there was a slight connection because Spielberg was one of the patrons of the place where I studied film, along with Richard Attenborough, who was a really lovely, lovely man. Question number 3. What microphone do you use and what program do you use to edit your videos? This is 2 questions. It should be 2 questions, but I'll answer it as one. The microphone that I use is actually, I'm going to have to take it off, so I apologise for any noise that this creates. It's a Kemafun 2.4G. It's like my blankie. I started off using it, and so now it's like my lucky underpants, if I was the sort of person who wore underpants. So I use this microphone because I like it. It has sentimental value, and the sound is not half bad. And the second part of this question, what program do you use to edit your videos? I use Adobe Premiere Pro. And Adobe Premiere Pro is from the same people who brought you Photoshop. It's a really good company and they make really good software. I've actually been an Adobe user since Windows 95, I think. Yeah, Windows 95. I've been a Premiere editor since Windows 98. In those days, I was using Adobe Premiere 4.2, I think. And I started using that. I started editing on Premiere 4.2 because it came free, bundled with a bunch of stuff that I bought. Premiere is probably one of the top pieces of professional quality editing software out there, and it's marvellous. I love it, and I'm very comfortable using it. Question number 4. Do you remember the first record that you bought or received as a gift? What? What has that got to do with backstageness? That's got nothing to do with anything that this tag is about. Why are you suddenly asking for my first record? Next, are you going to ask what my favourite colour is? What's my favourite ice cream? What's my inside leg measurement? What a bizarre question. OK, I'll answer it, but I think it's stupid. It was either the single of Barcelona by Freddie Mercury or The Boy From Nowhere by Tom Jones. Question number 5. How do you prepare your videos? Talking points, a detailed script, or just talking? It depends. When I made my first ever videos on YouTube, I literally just sat down in front of the camera and started talking. It was complete stream of consciousness, unplanned, unscripted, and very, very bad. When I realised that my videos were shit, I started scripting them, fully scripting them. Then when I got into booktubing, I went off script again and started screaming. That's a Freudian slip. When I started booktubing, I went off script again because I realised that my videos were a little bit stilted when I was being scripted. So I went back to streaming consciousness, but with notes. So I suppose the short answer is that in my present format, I have talking points. Question number 6. TV shows have become the thing of our time. Game of Thrones, Stranger Things, Netflix, HBO and Amazon. What is or are your favourite TV shows ever? Name a maximum of 3. Oh my god, why don't you just say, what are your 3 favourite TV shows? Okay, this is really difficult because I'm a binge viewer. I have, for the longest time, been a box set addict. I have hundreds of box sets. I have a few that are visible on the shelves behind me, but many, many more throughout the house, mostly under my bed. I have thousands, literally thousands of DVDs, and for years I have spent most of my time watching them. The first one's relatively easy. I'm going to say The West Wing. All 7 seasons. I've got the book. Do you mind? Daddy's trying to talk to the people. I'm doing important stuff here. It's some of the best TV ever created. So that's The West Wing. Then also Breaking Bad. I love Breaking Bad. Again, it's all in the writing. I get so excited by good quality writing, and it doesn't get much better than Breaking Bad. Again, all seasons of that show are almost perfect. There's not a single bad episode in the whole thing. I think for my third pick, I'm going to choose The Americans. This, again, it's a magnificent piece of television. It's a really meaty show that you can sink your teeth into and get a lot of good substance and nourishment out of. I love it. And beautifully written, beautifully made. The period detail is exquisite. I grew up during the 1980s, and this film really transports me back to my childhood. I remember the world looking, sounding and feeling just like it does as depicted in The Americans. It's just fabulous television. Question number 7. What kind of BookTube videos do you prefer to watch and why? Reviews, wrap-ups, vlogs, book hauls, tag videos, etc. Now, unfortunately, Simon from BookTube with Simon and Amy has already given the answer that I would have given. As he tends to do, he swooped in and got there first. So I won't say I hate BookTube because he's already said that, but I kind of do. Obviously, I don't mean it in a nasty way. I'm very grateful to BookTube for providing me with a creative outlet and a whole new circle of friends, but honestly, I don't really watch a whole lot of BookTube videos. I watch the videos because I like the people, and there are a small and select group of BookTubers who I watch on a regular basis, and they know who they are. There are a plethora of different types of videos that I enjoy watching on YouTube, and BookTube videos constitute a very small part of that. But of those, the ones that I probably enjoy the most are the tag videos, because I get to find out more about the person. Question number 8. Watching TV was probably a part of all our childhoods. These years it has become less popular. What kind of media user are you? What are you talking about? These years it has become less popular. In question number 6, you say TV shows have become the thing of our time. So tell me, are TV shows the thing of our time, as in question 6, or are they less popular, as in question 8? Make your mind up. Calm. Namyo Renge-kyo, Namyo Renge-kyo, Namyo Renge-kyo, Namyo Renge-kyo, Namyo Renge-kyo, Namyo Renge-kyo. That's ancient Mandarin, by the way. So, watching TV. Yes, I don't watch TV through an aerial anymore. I haven't for a long time, because in this country, the BBC likes to rape you if you watch TV through an aerial, and we don't have cable, as far as I'm aware. DVDs were my thing for a long time, and still are. I've got many thousands of them, and I cherish my DVD collection. But in recent years, I have discovered the convenience of streaming, and quite often I stream things that I already own on DVD, just because I don't have to get out of bed to change the disc, and that's a huge thing. Now, I'm fat and lazy. You may have noticed, but that's not the main reason I don't like getting out of bed to change the disc. It's mostly because I don't like to inconvenience Frodo, my cat. Once she's settled, it's so lovely watching DVDs with my baby girl that I just don't want to disturb her by getting out of bed to change the disc. So even if it's something that I own on DVD, I will now stream it, because I can stream all the seasons all in one go. I don't have to move, I don't have to do anything. I don't even have to push a button on my remote to start the next episode. It all happens automatically. So basically, I'm a head in a jar. I'm completely zombified, and I like it that way. So that's it. That's all 8 questions of the BookTube Backstage tag. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you know what to do. Please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and I will see you next time. See you later.